Alright, what's up everyone? Let me do a little bit of research here. If I'm not mistaken, LST split last week, if I have that right. No, they got swept. And looks like Krusty Grabs did end up splitting last week. Now, I watched a little bit of that game, so I feel like I'm not too far out of my depth here. So was it interesting? I know Sadness had been discussing his lineup options coming into week 1 for LST. It ended up being Rig, Super Dig, Defense, Big Bad, and Drufa on offense, I believe was the final call. It looks like, as we said in the group, that looks like what's going to be here for week 2. So a very tight split for them last week. Only had a cap diff of -3, so a 2 and a 1 cap loss last week versus Handoff God. Oh no, I'm sorry. Versus the Isotopes. Krusty Grabs were the ones that played Handoff God, and some lopsided games actually. Handoff God won 9-5 game 1. Krusty Grabs 10-3 in game 2. And it will in fact be the same LST lineup as week 1. Alright. I'm sure the headset looks kind of ridiculous, but you don't have to do. What's up, OMB? How you doing, man? Let me check out Overkill's stats here. Tied for 7th on the cap board, but really everyone from 5 to 20 all within range of one another. Really once you get to the top 4 where the cap starts to separate a little bit. So having a decent start to the season, I suppose. I imagine it's him and Flaccid Trip on offense. Flaccid coming in tied for 10th. Pretty average hold numbers from both of them. Third, Ferguson. Again, kind of middle of the pack on these leaderboards for defensive stats. And I cannot remember who his D partner is. I suppose it's Anthony Davis, isn't it? Yeah, and again, top sits and returns, but prevent kind of middle of the pack, so. What's up, Big Bad? How you doing, man? Krusty Grabs should put visual in. I could not agree more to beast mode. Future Tag Pro Star. If he's not a star already. Really, you've. I know LST got split or swept week 1. Really, it's so hard to know what to think about a team after just 1 week. I mean, Pinkfield currently sitting tied for 1st, losing out on captive tiebreakers, so the 4th seed right now. But they could very well be a bottom tier team by the end of the season. We just don't know yet. And LST could truly be atrocious. But on the flip side, yeah, very well could have been a Nooper Ball matchup between the two last week. And the band of both being really good teams, so we shall see. I feel like my scoreboard isn't big enough. Let's Let's make that a little bit bigger. I got my crappy NHL NLTP logo. Alright, AD finally in the group. Should be able to get started here. Let me enable all my scripts. That'd probably be good, right? And eventually, we will get underway. You just gotta believe. I really need a haircut. Look at that, it's disgusting. If you can see the back of it, I mean, it looks so bad. And this freaking thing won't stay any sort of even. I guess it's close enough, right? Shout out to Anthony Davis's mom, by the way. Per request. Alright, here we go, let's get into it. I guess you guys need me to zoom out a little bit. Alright, underway here. I need to switch my texture pack back. I'd switch to this one for minors, try to see if I can make me better at defense. Well, I don't hate how it looks, to be honest with you. But I do prefer my Element Plus. No out for either side there. Defense is holding on. First round of bomb spawn, or I guess second round, I suppose. Safely defused. Oh, not safely defused. Here comes Big Bag. Great gate from Drufa. Big Bag, a lot of time here. Turd coming in off the team boost, though. Raid trying for the bomb clear. Turd's going to find himself an out instead. Big Bag forced the backtrack. Potentially looks for a kiss as power up spawn. Both flag carriers kind of just hanging out here. Let everyone fight for power ups. It's like a tag to overkill. Big Bad with, or pardon me, Super Dig with juice. Rolling bomb defuse on the left side, and here's Big Bad still holding. God, he's had been holding for over a minute now. Coming up on it, 42 seconds. Tag burst safely defused by LST. Flashy Trip a chance at a nub step. Well, I say nub step. Here comes Big Bad, Rig on the anti. Finally brings in the cap after holding for years. Flaccid a little aggressive there, got caught on the OD. Very good anti to secure the return, or the reset and the cap. Turf Ferguson, though, suddenly past 3. Drufa's got to go big on OD. Slows him down just enough. And I love that play from Super Dig. Comes screaming in, trying to make the save. Goes underneath flag to get the return. I love that. I think a lot of people who just rush in and grab there to try to prevent the cap, they end up dying to the defense and give up the cap anyway. Good discipline to swerve underneath that and really secure the return. It's 1-0 here early. for LST. Bomb back at base for overkill and Flaccid. They're gonna split it. Rig flies into his spike. Super Dig able to hold down the fort though. Power-up's gonna spawn here in a little bit. Overkill position for that middle power-up, but Big Bad is there to fight him for it. Ray gonna come up from underneath. Should be 2-on-1 win in mid. Will be Tag Pro over to LST, make that 2. A rolling bomb for Anthony Davis, free grab for Turd Ferguson. Turd gonna try to push this in. I think Big Bad should have just kissed there. Would have been able to bring a TP back in the base. I think would have been preferable. Does finally die, and that's a good death. Tag just runs out though. Super Dig really needed to snipe someone with that. Nice job from Red to stay alive here. What really should have been a cap for him. Super Dig, I think, just missed that boost. Ooh, nice move from Rig again. Turd able to hit the OD. Ray get an underrated flag carrier, in my opinion. Good game from Drufa. Big Bad sprung once again. Here comes power up. Super Dig staying for this middle power up. Not gonna win the AD, doing a good job bodying him out for that. 2 out of 3 over to LST though. Only a juice remains. Big Bad continues to hold. Good gate there from Wriggles. And overkill, tries down to return off the bomb. Here comes Rig. Juice, regrab. Should look for a kiss. Turd, not going to give it to him. And the anti and return comes through. Make that 1-1 here. Krusty grabs, tie it up. Three on OD here for LST. Overkill just gonna back it out. Wants a bomb play probably. If they can hit this and boost in. Tries to wrap it around. Drufa with the pool. Great block there from Rig. Drufa somehow puts the move on Turd. Oh, and he doesn't go up for the rolling. Oh, it's gonna be a cap too. That is killer. I think he had the rolling if he wanted it, and then kind of, I don't know. Should be another one here, yeah. The boost, not Super Dig away from flag. Anthony Davis quick to rush it in. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Krusty grabs up 3-1, could very well be 4-1. Oh, but the gate is huge from Drufa. Super Dig gets the reset on the other side, and LST finally stops the bleeding. 2 quick caps. Another round power-up's gonna spawn here. Rig is getting absolutely bodied, but he's actually in a decent position. Almost won the sandwich there. 2 out of 3, once again to LST, but 2 rollings. We'll see if Big Bad can make use. Has the bomb. I wonder if he's going to try it. We'll just take the free grab using the defusal. The sack comes through! Oh, if AD hadn't boosted in there, that was a cap for Big Bad. Oh, that's really unlucky. But Flaccid not coming out the block, is it going to be enough? It's not. Rig doesn't get any help. 4-1 here for the Krusty grabs. Rig should get the counter here. Oh my god. No. Oh no. Good save from Flaccid there, and Big Bad. Oh, he's in a really bad spot. Oh, that was good though. Well played from Big Bad there. He's got to hit the bomb. Yep, good save once again from Big Bad. That's 2 in a row. Does pick up a rolling for his troubles. 2 out of 3 to the Krusty grabs this time, though, including Tag Pro. Overkill, undefused on this rolling. Big Bad's going to be really safe. I mean, really safe. He's got to be careful. That rolling's out. Oh, maybe. There it is. Can he nub Flaccid? Not shot. Good bomb. Kills one of his pursuers. Good chance here for LST. God, they had to track down Flaccid though. I think now at that point you kiss if you're bid bad. And ends up kissing, but no anti-beam played. Fortunately, Overkill a little hesitant to get out of base there and will give them the reset, but a late kiss from Bid Bad. I think they really could have been punished for that if Overkill had decided to take it out of base. Good win on the middle power from Bid Bad. Drufa picking up that juice and a rolling bomb to Super Diggle. LST's doing a nice job on power-ups, just not really able to convert. Super Diggle can't block 2. And it would have been a little tough to hit. I think Rig was trying to bounce it off the corner of the flag and just missed it. Would have given him a cap there, but it's tough to do in the moment. And I think he had tried to, just didn't quite hit the corner. Rig not helping Super Diggle on the contain there. As a result, Flaccid gonna be out of base. Plenty in front here for LST though. Decent kiss there. Both sides gonna get out off regrab. Power up spawning again. Bit bad doing work on that middle power up. Don't kiss here, Super. Oh, he kissed it. Oh no. I wonder if they're gonna be able to get out of base around this juice though. They will not. So what I thought was a bad kiss from Super Diggle, it doesn't end up mattering. Bid Bad and his juice kind of smooth things over. Oh, what a bomb from AD. Oh, that was really good. And 10 seconds left. Should be a 3-cap win here in half 1. For the Krusty grabs. LST, a little bit of work to do coming into half 2. Bid Bad, 239 hold. Wild. Yeah, if I'm LST, not very happy about that. Thought. Let me see if I can find the EU really quick. They one pub's 15-12, out Tad Pro'd by a significant margin, but they had 7 juices to only 1 for Krusty grabs, so a little unlucky with the tag pros, but you got a lot of juices to make up for it, and they weren't able to make use of them. And just some poor contain at times from LST. I commented on the kisses a few times. It just seems they're slightly out of sync on what they're doing. Everyone's not fully aligned. I was really impressed with Bid Bad. I thought he was, obviously holding the flag a lot, making a lot of nice OD plays. And I think won his fair share of power-ups too, so. So at what point do we see Vigil get into the game, do you think? If Krusty Grabs goes up really big, do you think they get the hot sub? See who capped that game. Anthony Davis, 2 captures to go on with 9 returns, 13 tads, and 7 power-ups. Big Bad had 7 of his own. 2 main pup getters for either side. Turd and Overkill with the remaining caps. Flaccid, no caps, but minute 45 a hold. So, team effort there from Krusty Grabs in half 1. Let's go ahead and get underway into half 2 here. And I'll make my face a little smaller. Scoop. Get out of the way of the gate, the wall tile. Here we go, underway, half 2. LST down 3 caps. Oh my god, Flaccid. Oh no, it's gonna be cap, isn't it? Doesn't quite have it yet. He's really pushing for it though. God, that was so good. Just avoids the cap. Flaccid circling, trying to draw the OD out of position. He sees he has the bomb. Oh, Big Bad able to work his way out after an extended period on OD there for LST. Overkill and Anthony Davis hunting for this return. Won't find it. Overkill able to get out no problem. Really hunting for the kiss. Peels off. I think Big Bad would die here, but they're going to set up for power-ups instead. 2 out of 3 over to Krusty Grabs. Rolling bomb for Drew for Henri. Big Bag will die. Give Drew for that rolling flag. Now defused. Tag Pro here for Flaccid Trip. Drew for just got to stay alive. If I'm Turd, I'm kind of pushing a little bit. Drew for wisely holding out towards the middle of the map so Turd cannot push out safely, even if he wanted to. Tag Pro diffused. Well played by LST. Drew for hunting for the one-on-one here. Oh, Turd's gonna win that battle. I don't know if he wanted the bomb to spawn or not, but generally don't grab towards the wall, one-on-one or not. Kind of just end up trapping yourself in the corner. Flaccid baits the pup. We'll get the easy grab and the easy cap. A nice little spawn sack, just in case from Turd. And Krusty Grabs up 4 here. Overkill, good bomb to get out past the couple. Flag proof for Drufa, and the longer he lives, the better it is for Krusty Grabs. I don't know. I really think he should have died earlier and tried to clear up base. Ooh, Super Deadwood putting the moves on Anthony Davis. Will die to Overkill here. Oh, will not die to Overkill. Does finally. Here comes Turret off of regrab. Another kiss comes through. Big Bad cannot sneak under 3. Drufa off of regrab will though. And nice boost off of Big Bad. Takes it in for the cap. LST back within 3. Good sandwich there from Big Bad. Wins himself a tag. 1 juice on the side of Krusty Grabs. Drufa looking to do something with this rolling bomb. Good kill is coming through from Big Bad. The bomb snipe isn't going to get there. And it will be another cap here for Drufa. LST within 2 caps here, sits in half to play. Big Bad should be looking for the kiss. Just misses. Turd wants it now. He's going to end up killing his own teammate on a good chance here for LST. They just got to get the return. Won't come though. Now here's a chance the other way. Anthony Davis, Turd bringing in the base. Drufa, the only one there for LST, and he's going to hold just long enough. And now here comes Rig, a chance the other way. Anthony Davis with the angled momentum does track him down. And wait, no, AD's past 3 now. Does not have the momentum to get into base first. Tag pro for both sides. Trading chances back and forth here. Oh, Flaccid gets gated. That's killer. LST looking to return for Cap. Oh, but here comes Turd. Last second. Now it's return for Cap the other way. Wait a minute. Anti from Super Dig. Flaccid so aggressive. I love it though. Holds on long enough for this team to get there. Druford able to get the return off of the bomb. Flaccid able to get out of base. Anti from Overkill. A gate kill comes through. It's chaos. Won't somebody get a reset? Raid circling like a shark now. He smells blood in the water. Does end up going for the kiss. And here comes Overkill. Gonna be past 2. Does win that middle pair up as well. And that's the cap coming through for Overkill. The lead is back to 3, and they're trying to get another one here. Overkill not synced up with Turd there, but it's not going to matter. Just a few more seconds left in this tag. Good snipe from Overkill. Super Dig able to make the play in the bottom corner, though. God, it is non-stop action right now. Super Dig able to get by the gate. Good bomb there from Overkill. Ho, ho, ho. If he was able to clip the corner of that boost, he would have been out past everyone. Instead, it should be... Wait, return for Cap briefly. Drufa does not die, though. Good hold from him. Here comes Drufa trying to... Gets around Anthony Davis. The block's there for Super Dig. Drufa's going to bring in the Cap. That's massive. A little bit of chaos off of the bomb. Puts the moves on AD, and Drufa brings the lead back down to 2 caps. A effectively juice for both sides there. Rolling bomb diffused on the left side. Oh, that is so big. 3.5 left to play, 2 caps. It's nothing. Oh, Turd, very nearly. Very nearly. Gets out of base there. Super Dig able to clip him on his way by. Drew for good block from Bidbad. He doesn't have AD beat through to team tiles, but good attempt nonetheless. Here comes power-ups again. Left really delayed, so I gotta imagine they're gonna send guys mid. Well, looks like they're gonna try to double the space pup even though it's pretty late. Drufa and Overkill fighting for position on mid. Will be Drufa's to win. And 2 tag pros over the LST. I think Rig. Well, he's going to move over to the opposite side of the map. Does get a kill. Trying to kill Regrab now. Hits the snipe from downtown. Return comes through. Drufa bringing in another cap. And wait, here comes Super Dig. Could be another one. Oh, but the OD from Turd Ferguson. That is so massive. Could have been a tie game. Turd goes really big on OD there. Is he going to cap that? Nah. LST not going down without a fight here, though. Fortunate to win 2 tag pros there, but they have been playing well outside of the power-ups as well. Chance here for a grab. I guess they're going for the power-ups instead, though. Drufa again winning that middle power-up. Doing a nice job. Flaccid Trip, a tag pro. Drufa's got to stay alive here. Turd will track him down. A little dicey here for LST. Super Dig will die. The boost from Flaccid Trip. The combo. Raid does end up dying. So does Drufa. But bomb in base here for Bidbad. Anthony Davis, nice solo there from Super Dig. Oh, and here comes Bidbad, really pushing it. They get the grab. Can they get the return? Return does come. 2 in base. Anthony Davis trying to cover. Oh, and a little aggressive there from from Bidbad. I think if he'd waited a second more, maybe he could just take it straight in off of his teammate's ball. I think he just went a little too early. Big fight in the middle here for this middle power-up. It's like a rolling diffuse tag pro over the Bidbad and LST. Make that 2. Oh boy. No, they got to send a weight up there. Send it super dig. I think that's the right call. They do get a couple of tags here. One in base for Krusty grabs. He's got the bomb. Is it going to be enough? It is not. And Drufa and LST will tie this game up. Half a dozen caps apiece. 30 seconds. Make that 20 left to play here in the game one. Oh, that was almost a really good handoff to Super Diglett. Chance here in the waning moments. 2 on regrab. Wait. Return for... Well. We'll just go to overtime. I forgot it's instant overtime. Big Bad Pest 3. Oh, almost a dank bomb. Big Bad pits up a rolling mid. Wait a minute. Was that not supposed to happen? Apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. 2 for 5 caps. 2 for 5 caps and a half. Are you kidding me? I mean, he had a couple just walk-ins from Tag Pros. Alright, looks like we're going to overtime in game 1. So what's the final score of that? And of course the Tag Pro EU is corrupted, which is always good. Oh no, I found it. So if that was 7-6 final, it was 6-6, so make that a 5-2 half. Favor of LST. LST with 8 Tag Pros that time, so they're the ones with the Tag Pro advantage. It appears that it was supposed to instantly go to OT. But they had the pub overtime settings with the Juju, so I think that's the problem. Looks like we're trying to sort out what exactly overtime is going to look like here. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be golden cap here. They do need to pull the CRC here. I'm gonna go see if I can't get the inside info.
Direct OT was on, but it had Juke Juice bonus.
Oh no.
Yeah. Can we just do a golden cap OT?
Let me see if Poet's online to double check real quick. Take a minute. Wait 30 seconds.
What do you need from Poet?
If it's easier for us to do one thing or another for stats.
For stats.
We did cap there at the end, so the EU does exist. I don't know if that makes it matter. Not makes it matter. Probably doesn't matter. That's the words I wanted. But the EU does exist.
Which is good.
Trying to get themselves the win.
This is true. Drufa had good stats that game.
Bro, he had a freaking hat trick. And I thought
5-bagger.
I had 5 caps. Come on, you're so.
Oh, my fault. I have bad memory.
I had the overtime cap.
I read it wrong then, my bad.
He's typing. That's a good sign.
Oh, it is alive.
Wow. Wow.
Ah,
Wow.
Sadness broke the game. It only took 2 weeks, and we've got a fuck up.
Okay, I didn't mess up at all last season, so
That's
I don't
true.
wanna
He
hear
says
it.
golden cap
Fear of
is okay,
discretion
so
is
only
advised.
20 minutes in the single cap.
Yeah, okay, that's what we have set, but then we wanted to check.
Is the other captain
Um,
there? Are they okay with
it's
that? Check with them.
Placid. I mean, I'm sure he's okay with it because we
should we
like
set score to 6-6 or?
I mean, it probably doesn't matter whether it's 6-6 or
It
0-0.
shouldn't change anything. You can do 0-0.
Okay.
I would just set it to 0-0.
I'll just go double
Let's
check
see.
with them, make sure they're good. Give me 2
Okay,
seconds.
Cheese, technically the rules don't specify that overtime can't have juke juices.
Technically, the rules are like
Uh,
6
I'm
years
not-
old.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna.
gonna be study.
Surely
do
it's
that.
6-all golden cap, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be
what we're
golden
doing.
cap, yeah.
I was
Six
just
all
typing
zero,
that
doesn't
in the
matter.
group.
Alrighty.
Don't just do like 16 all and give us all some extra caps.
Honestly, though.
Alright, so per that discussion, looks like it's going to be golden cap overtime here in game 1 due to the settings error from the captain that will not be named. Alright, finally underway here. Alright, here we go. Game 1, golden cap. Well, Magic, the problem was OT was on, but it was pub OT, so fly carrier just got a juice out of nowhere. So they got a half of it, right? It's like AD did not join the game. It's a little bit of a power play here. They're calling back the group. I don't think they can call back the group. I think this is a cap. I think that's a win. I don't think you can call back the group there. I think you have to call back the group before the game starts if a member doesn't make it to the game. I don't know if they're going to fight over that. But I think technically that's a LST win. I mean, if we're gonna do sticking by the rules here, I don't know if they will fight over it, but I think technically that's supposed to be an LST win. Looks like they're not gonna fight about it. That's good. Yeah, no, they're just gonna restart here. God, I almost kind of wish they fought about it, because I think LSD had a case that they won that game. And correct me if I'm wrong, I guarantee, I'm fairly certain if someone fails to join the game, you get back to group in the seconds prior to the game start. Like, I don't think you get to call it after the game starts, since once that happens, you do normal back to group rules. And I don't think that would have qualified. But regardless, LST gonna be good sports about it. And they're just gonna restart this overtime. Oh, chance. Trufa, grab. Had 5 caps to tie things up and half 2 for LST. Looking to bring home the OT winner as well. Just dancing on anything Davis right now. Look at the micro movements. Oh, sneaks underneath turn. OD is there though. Didn't realize the bomb was spawning. I think he could have gone back to it. Maybe done something absolutely wild, but instead. And honestly, I hate this so much. He's gonna end up getting on a base, but I mean, God, no, he's not though. He's letting himself be contained by one person. Just go. I guess he's waiting on parrots, but AD gets a free parrot mid. Well, 2 out of 3 though. Rig won that base tag, bro. God, still that tilts me. Bit bad. Had the OT cap to start things off, and we'll have the OT cap to finish it. Rig saying back to group. Oh, toxic. There we go though. Right play, they have no pressure. I suppose you're right, MP. I don't know. And in the end, it was the right move to get parrots. For sure. I just get tilted sometimes when they're waiting. I suppose stop using logic, MP. I want to be mad about that. I'll spend the rest of the night finding one instance that proves me right, and then I'll clip it. Wait, LST Rob, they won. Replay anyway. Alright, now let it be known, Rig did type BTG or question mark at the end of that overtime. Big time toxic from Rig. He did apologize in group chat though. NLTP needs more personality, man. I need to read the trash talk every second of every game. Alright, anyway, game 2 on Neon. I feel like I know what Neon is. Like, it looks familiar. I swear, I don't think it's ever been a competitive map, has it? Or if it has, maybe I remember playing it a long time ago. I feel like it's been a while. Well, I didn't play a European League. I kind of think it was one of Season 10's weird maps, but that seems too far back. I feel like I definitely played a game on Neon at one point. Like, it looks really familiar. Maybe it was a USC game. I recognize it definitely from pubs at the very least. That snake boost in the corner and the gate. I swear to God, I played competitive games on this though. This is really gonna trigger me. It's like it was in rotation around the same time as Joji. So maybe it was that old. So this is a group-only map. TTOC. Maybe TTOC. I'll have to try to find an old spreadsheet. So I'm trying to think who would have been on my team. A tournament might be the right answer. But it was so long ago. I don't even remember how the map plays. I remember this part being really annoying. But the gate is just kind of... I don't think you ever really go gate, if I remember right. And team tiles are a pain in the butt, as per usual. Flaccid can't sneak. Was trying to take those snake boosts would have been really cool. Get a hand off the overkill though. Blots are not there. Overkill. Taking a chance for cap, chance for cap. He's got it. Big bad. Not a great decision to come out there. I guess he was trying to block for super Diglett, but you can't leave the flag open like that. Oh, and these portals are the worst too. It's all coming back to me now. I still don't know where I freaking played the map though. Tapper. Oh, what a snipe. See, like how useless that portal is. That is the worst portal I've ever seen. Why would you ever want to take a portal that does that when you boost straight into it? I mean, the angle on it is absolutely horrible. I think what I ended up finding was you're better suited to go off the wall and through so you come out middle and have these boosts available to you. Because taking it straight in does not usually work out well. I think you always hit that. I guess if you angle it right, you might not, but it's just kind of clunky. And that gate, for how direct of a line to flag it is, I'd never like that. Drew for going through gate there was the first time I've seen that ever. Tag pro for super dig though. Drew for will finally bring in the cap. You can take it into the gate wall. Take it in. Oh, really? So if you go more at this angle, you can go. I got you. Maybe I'll revise judgment here on it when I see someone take it. I just don't think the gate lane is used. I don't remember it being used really much at all. And those team tiles, you can't get out topside. Even if you have a snake boost available. If you have someone sitting here, it's just about impossible. So really, your options to get out, look for a handoff to this top boost. Try to get a snake boost out. And this bomb kind of sucks too, because it bombs you to the back of base. Good boost from there from Flaccid. Nice job, easy. LC caught out, going for power-ups. And you can, so like we just saw, I mean, you can get out with a snake boost through team tiles if they're not in the right spot, but if they are in the right spot, it's so hard to get through there. Any map with yellow tiles made it more than one season? That is a really good question. What's the other yellow tile map? Lemon. I believe Lemon's been played multiple seasons, right? Yeah, I saw Super Did just took that boost like that, Magic. Off gate wall. I think Lemon has been played multiple seasons. Trying to think what other yellow tile maps there have been. Taproot over the LST. Team tile strike again. They're gonna be able to set up a lead still though. The gate! Oh my god. I tell you man, that gate lane has to be the worst lane to exist ever. It's just, I don't know. Its proximity to the team tiles, I think, is what renders it useless. I think. Alright, just about halfway through half one. Maybe I'll finally start commentating. Looks like a split here. Rolling diffused for turd. Juju's for rig on defense. I feel like this is kind of like a worse. Well, it doesn't look a ton like Sugar Hill, but like, I don't know. Like if you took away the team tiles, like if they were taking away in Sugar Hill, like you're saying Beast Mode, I feel like that would probably improve it. Because they're just so oppressive. It's so easy to stay ahead, and it just, I mean, again, unless you're quick to the snake boost to go through team tiles, you're just not getting through. So you're limited to this lane, and they only have 4 tiles to cover where they don't have team tiles. I mean, it's just so, I don't know, anti-fun. You know what? I feel like we played this season 10. Cap there for LST. Anti came through. I'm gonna have to start looking up season 10 maps after this half. Man, Rick with the question mark. Toxic is all get out today. Like, what is overkill? I mean, he's gonna take the boost top, and Ridge is gonna back up with the team tiles. I mean, even if Overkill doesn't gate himself there, he goes top, Rig just has to go up right, and he's got it covered. I mean, it's just so easy to be ahead. True. True. We do need Super Boost. Nice return there from Super Dig. Good read on the Snake Boost. Split on power-ups here. Tag pro for Anthony Davis. Drew for trying to navigate. Get himself a roll and grab. Will be diffused, but gets the kill. Good defusal. Can he get by turd? Not right now. Okay. Able to get through gate. Return will not come yet, though. Rig. Doesn't. It's but that boosted spawn goes right by. Drew for still holding. AD pursued on the team tiles, forces the return. Drew for the grab through the gate. Easy contained there from Flaccid Trip. Tag for, ooh, 2 tags for the Krusty grabs. God, that was so disgusting. That was the, I mean, the boost routes are so ugly. No fault AD. It's just the map does not lend itself well. We'll be 2 caps off of those tag pros for Krusty grabs. They're up 3. Not the end of the world though. LST came back from a 3 cap deficit to win in overtime in game 1. So certainly no stranger having to come back. Looking for the handoff here to Bid Bad, but will be contained here. Almost. I think he had this, like, not really a split, but he could have gone 45 up left, and I think he was able to beat both of them. Kind of went a little too far right off that bounce, off the corner, ran right into the turd. Overkill, free cap? Almost. Rolling for both sides. Bid Bad survives. Does finally die. Here comes AD straight in for the cap. 3-2 save from Drufa. Rig off of regrab. Ooh, able to get by Flaccid. But once again, team tile is dead. Rig going back for anti here. 20 seconds left. LST trying to bring in one more here so the deficit isn't as bad. Overkill and Chris grabs one push for the cap though. Oh, very nearly. Ooh, Bid Bad pass 3. Good snipe from Overkill though. Rig gonna return favor and that will do it. Half 1. 5-2 in favor of Krusty Krabs. Overkill 2 caps, 10 returns, minute 40 hold. The Krusty Krabs captain bringing in 2.5 minutes to hold, 2 caps, 14 returns apiece for Rig and Super Dig Drew for 2 caps of his own. Well, fought by both sides. Map is bad. Alright, while I have time, I'm gonna see if I can find Season 10 maps. I have no idea where I'd find that, to be honest with you. Season 10 awards, teams, captains, servers, and more. Now, I do remember them announcing maps kind of piecemeal. Because the CRC chose maps that season. It was kind of like, it was really a scam, to be honest with you. You had, like, each member of the CRC picked a map they wanted played. It was actually really stupid. Like, really dumb. I mean, people complain about captains now, but I mean, I swear to God, J-Bay picked CFB to play. I mean, it was atrocious. People have rose-colored glasses for the old NLTP CRC. I'm not buying it. Yep, Reflex 2 was in Season 10. Yep. Yeah, Season 10. J-Bay, PK, No Name, Squeeb, and I think Bam was the last CRC member. They each picked a map as part of the rotation that season. Because it was... you played 3 maps a week. It was 60 minutes a week. You played 3 games, but it was technically 6 games. Each 10-minute half counted as a game. So you played 3 maps, 2 halves on each half was a game. And the 3rd map, I believe, every week was a map picked by a CRC member. Mephisto was the worst map. Where are you finding these maps, Magic Vision? Mephisto was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, we played Ball or Nothing our final week on that map, I believe, and we had our worst series of the season by far. We ended up beating them in the Foci 4 that season, but I mean, that map was horrible. Oh, it's on Tag Pro League? Well, I'll be down. Is Neon on there? Oh, we got jerseys this time. That's kind of hype. I like both teams' jerseys, to be honest with you. Flaccid Trip did a really nice job putting together the graphics for his team. If you saw he streamed his B team games. Ooh, not Drufin, nice cap around the Snake Beast. His B team games, his stream is incredible. Just entirely SpongeBob themed. The texture pad's great. Jerseys are great. Overkill would have been returned for cap. Oh, Super Dick went just about it. Oh my god, he does it again! Super Dick has to cap that. That is top. That's top 1. That was sick. Put Overkill on skates in the team tiles and cap that. Flaccid gonna bring one back. 2 cap lead here for the Krusty Grabs. No Neon in the schedule? It must have been Tourneys I played it on then. Turd, we'll bring in another one. Good blots. I didn't realize you made the graphics there, MP. Congrats to you. They're very good. I should have known. Texture pack master that you are. Oh, good boost from Flaccid Trip. Off the 45. OD looks pretty good though. Yep. Super Dave with the juice, able to get the return. Honestly, going back to Season 10 maps, Reflex 2 wasn't, I mean, it was kind of horrible, but out of all the CRC maps, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought CFB was worse. I hated Mephisto. I'm trying to remember what other maps were. I think Hyper Reactor was one. And that one was okay. We played... I think we played Colors. It was either Colors or the Colors remake, but I don't think the Colors remake existed then, so I think it was just Colors. What's the Colors remake called? It's called Tint, right? I think we just played Colors, and Colors was horrible. I swear to God, we played some version of Colors. It's just... God, I don't understand how you would ever want to go back to that CRC. Sure, they're all very nice people, but I did not like how they ran the league. Oh, Super Date saves the cap there. Still only 2 caps down, our LST. Flaccid, hate to see it. Lead back to 3 caps here, power spawning. Oh, Dealer. Dealer was... that was another okay one, I think. It being so small was odd. But it was like fast-paced enough. And I think 18 was just bad enough to where it wasn't like oppressively small. It's kind of like Mode 7 too. I saw that in a pub the other day. I think if that had been played in majors, it would have been just god-awful. I think like Dealer, and if you put Mode 7 on 18 back then, probably okay just because the players are worse. And it's not going to be as oppressive defensively. Portal right in the middle, entries on top and bottom. It wasn't Platypus, was it? By Sizzle? Is that what you're thinking, Chandor? Are you sure it wasn't Platypus? Because I feel like you're describing Platypus. Although I don't remember a gate. Looks like I missed a couple caps here. 9-5. Krusty grabs. 9-5. 4 cap lead here. 4 minutes left to go. 4:20 left to go, pardon. Oh, it's Giphy. We played Giphy too. Oh, and speaking of, since Grenadine made an appearance last season, we played Grenadine. Grenadine was a community map that season, I believe. And that was the map that Empire Snipes Back was upset on by Ball or Nothing in the first round. One of the greatest Tag Pro upsets you'll ever see. Was it TC Jutes that got upset? It was TC Jutes, I believe, by Ball or Nothing. It was like the 1 seed versus the 7 seed. You got to pick your matchup. And I think Ball or Nothing won that series in 6 games. It was Grenadine, and the other map escapes me right now. But Ron had 2 Euros on the team, plus Misaki. It was the best team all season, and promptly upset by Freaking Company. I think I'm remembering that right. And then Empire Snipes Back, I believe, lost to TPW, Pointless Warriors, who had C-Flights on the team. We know what happened there. God, that was Season 10. Has an argument to be the wildest NLTP season on record. I mean, I'm a little biased for sure. Good bomb from Overkill. Won't get into the cap yet, though. Oh, look at Overkill go. I mean, Season 10, we had Hadmad being a DPC. We captains boycotted until we got like 10 tag coins in the draft. The seriously chosen maps, the 60-minute game weeks, each 10-minute games, the C-Flights thing, Tantru going for 4 championships in each one in each league, PK No Name their Smurf thing. That entire season was just wild. I don't know, Beast. Tell me about Season 6, but I feel like that's hard to beat. Magic Pigeon. If you're counting on Narumi to win a championship, that's on you, man. That's tough. Alright, 1:15 left to go. Krusty Grabs firmly in control here on Neon. After a heartbreaker in Game 1, lighting up a 3-cap lead to lose in overtime. Looks like they will comfortably take Game 2 here on Neon. Just 1 minute left to go. Can I tell them to let you sign up? I don't see why they wouldn't let you sign up. You don't ever play, you're just mascot. 194 comments. Hold on, Beast. Let me finish watching this game and then I'll read through all 194 comments. Ooh, Overkill. Nice boost. And the Krusty Grabs have really broken this one open. Double digits here. Wait, that's Unreal, Chandler. Why would they do that? That'll do it. 11-5 is the total. Oh! 11 to 6, such instant. So that means, if that's 11 to 6 total, let's see if I can do math here. That was a 4 to 6 half. Let's go. Was that the season that Balladega won the Nooper Bowl? Is that the season J-Bay likes to brag about? Let me pull this up on let's go to pubs. Window capture. That's right, lost in Nooper, won in aggregate. That's right. That's the meme. Let me get this open. Oh, it's on old Reddit, our new Reddit. I hate to see that. Oh well. TPK is a throwback name. He came back in Season 10. Ended up playing for Cat Bute's team, I think. Dino's there. CC. Comment removed from moderator. Wait, there was dotsing on that? We're talking freaking Blue Jays level? Oh, let me see if I can find J-Bay here. Super Saiyans. A lot of throwback names here. Yeah, all these comments got removed. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I can find his comment or not. If it's buried in that thread of comments removed, I'm not going to go looking for it. Alright, I'm gonna go, since Magic Pigeon was looking at maps from Season 10. I'd like to take a look at that. If this works, I don't know exactly how to work their historical. Yeah, there it is. Cedar, Violet, Long Island was a snack map. Brush, Vardo. We won 12-0 first half from Vardo. First game, yep. That was something else. Rush, Transilio, Reflex 2, Grenadine, CFB, Scorpio, Dealer. We were undefeated on Scorpio in Season 2, including playoffs. Chantry was scared of us in the final line, so he banned it out. What a throwback, man. Anyway, I gotta get to bed. Thank you for all of you who tuned in and helped me stroll through memory lane for a little bit. We'll see you next time. GG's, everyone.